Hello folks, guess who's back? Even though he said he wouldn't be. It's Questination back in the ANL, but not anal server with some ASMR commentary here. It's lap 1, we're here in Spa. As you can see, it's wet, it's windy, and it's going to get wild, folks. As we go into turn 1, we hold our beloved outside line, although I do prefer the inside, but it's not always possible to grab onto it. So we're going to fast forward to the end of the Camel Straight, going into the Lecom chicane on the first lap. IVP hashtag is on my outside, but we're going to go all the way. We're going to send it, not pretend it. Going up the inside and hang it around the outside now. And we're going to get one snap of oversteer, followed briefly by a second snap of oversteer, which allows IVP hashtag straight back up our inside. ANL Flow says, hello Questination. How was the sabbatical? That's ANL Flow, not anal flow. And he gives us another tap up the inside here. Now we head down to Puana, but we've got the place in the back. And to be honest, folks, nothing happened for a solid 10 laps. We pulled 8 seconds on the guys behind. It dried up. The safety car came out. We pitted for mediums. Everybody else pitted for dry tires also. As you can see, the two ahead on hards, the leader on hards. But Jeffrey Love 1, 2, 3, 4 has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 99 problems with me. Or he will do by the end of this race. Either ways, it's nice to be fighting at the front then, again, of this ANL but not anal server. You know, because after F121, F122, I was fed up. I retired, and now I return in all of my tremendous glory to greet you all again on the game. And look, Jeffrey Love 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming up. He's coming up. He's on our outside. We can see him. He's just got the jump on us, but we're going to send it through. Not even think about leaving space, but he's smart and backs out of it. See, this guy, I don't think I've really raced him properly before. He seems to lack the understanding that if there's a space, people like to go for it. If you think you can make it on the brakes and make the move stick, then you like to go for it. He believes in processional racing, followed by DRS only overtakes. Because he's straight up in the GC afterwards, like, dude, what are you doing? You're sending it from nowhere. Well, technically, mate, it's impossible to be nowhere at all, because to exist merely means you are somewhere, and where I am is in the prime position to launch an attack on your naive and bone-idle little ass. Anyways, here, look, he gets the DRS. It goes to the inside. We can't really defend it, because we just don't have the straight line speed. So it is what it is, folks. But we are greeted by another safety car, which allows us to pit once more. I'm going to throw on the soft tires. I'm not going to stay out on old medium tires. I'm not going to stay out on old hard tires, because we know if you do that, the races get fixed. So we pit now for soft tires. I think a couple of guys that were further down the order stayed out for track position. They're going to be on the old tires, because as you can see, we go from 3rd on the road down to 7th on the road. Here's our first naughty send, like a naughty JPEG, like a questionable email in the workplace on Jeffrey Roth 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, straight up the inside. That was a beautifully timed move, but here might just be the most questionable thing I do this race. Going into Eau Rouge Radion, we cut him off because I don't know you, mate. I'm not going to go straight up your inside through Eau Rouge and Radion. You might take me out. You might end my beautiful little race that I'm having. You might make it not so fun after all. But here, he gets alongside us, gives us a squeeze. We try to get up the inside, we try and hold it, but we can't. We get oversteer, we have to cut across the runoff. Where are we going to rejoin? No. Jeffrey Love's just got back ahead of us. But, it's okay. We had the pace on him in the wet, but somehow he managed to be equal with us in the dry. And this guy's lazy but talented, which I will admit is kind of sad to hear, but we've had some beef in some online lobbies, some 5-lappers, so I thought here he was going to squeeze me like a sponge and watch me ooge rage as my race falls apart. But no, he actually leaves space, which is fortunate for me, because I'm loitering on the apex, hoping for just a little bit of room, a little bit of remorse shown by a former rival. Now here we go for another naughty send, another questionable email. This time, we're even going to leave a voice message, which is even more questionable, because we force him out onto the left-hand side. His front tire touches our rear tire, so we have to back out. But crucially, across the DRS detection line, which was 100 meters ago, we were behind, which means we're going to get the good old DRS here. On the final lap, you can see he's splashing, he's harvesting. Jeffrey Love 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to the right-hand side. Jeffrey Love goes to cover us off, and we're onto the grass at a southbound start, but we keep our footing. It's the final lap of the race. There's no chance we're going to back out, because Questination sends it. He does not pretend it. And as you can see Jeffrey Love now, you can see he cuts the corner to go straight into our side body, but it backfires. And out of the race he goes. Hurrah! Hurrah! They cry from the rooftops. It's a delightful day in Spa. And we come across P3 on the road, P2 because of penalties, and like I say, it's nice to be back at the front of the A&L, but not anal server. I hope to have a decently and reasonably competitive season in the league, which starts in a couple of weeks' time. La 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 la.